Oh my god! No, 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 no! What up, what up, what up, my savages? It's your boy Drip, and today we're gonna be reacting to another scary video, man. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we do. This time, the channel's called Scare Surge. You know what I'm saying? And the video itself is called 5 Most Disturbing Camping Encounters Caught on Camera. Real terrifying footage. So, with that being said, if you don't have your headphones on, put them on. Lean back so we can ride along. You know what I'm saying? And if you with your loved ones, go ahead, cuddle up so you don't get scared all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Let's get right into it, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. I ain't gonna look. I ain't gonna look.
Meet Daniel Mercer,
There we go.
the creator behind the YouTube channel Creepy Travels. He documents overnight stays in remote wilderness locations that locals often describe as dangerous, abandoned, or tied to strange encounters. On November 17th, 2025, Daniel traveled deep into a secluded lakeside location surrounded by forested mountains in the United States. According to locals, the area had gained a reputation over the years, not only for unusual sightings in the woods, but also for criminal activity that rarely drew police attention due to how isolated the region was.
I just want to know how people have the balls to do this. Come on, man.
Despite the warnings, Daniel decided to spend the night there alone.
This is a sketchy place.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that. I wouldn't be able to do that, man. Look how scary and terrifying that looks.
There's actually 4 places that I go film because usually something is seen. It's a hard decision on this place and then that place up deep in the mountains, miles and miles out of 4-wheel drive road. That has witch symbols hanging.
Bro, that's crazy that these people know that there's stuff deep in the mountains, or like they just have like different places that they know they're gonna get the scared, like the living shit scared out of them, and they choose to go.
All in the
That's
trees,
surprising to me.
at a spot that everybody has sightings of different things. I'll do a video. I don't want to talk too much about it until I do a video with y'all.
Okay, okay.
This place is miles out, secluded.
As he arrived at the location late in the evening, the
that flash
environment
scared me.
immediately felt uneasy. The area sat deep within the mountains, far beyond normal traffic routes, surrounded by dense trees and a quiet lake shoreline. What made the place even more unsettling was its history tied to it. Years earlier, a body had reportedly been discovered somewhere near the old boat ramp, not far from where Daniel planned to stay. Authorities had ruled that the death was not from natural causes, and ever since then, locals had treated the surrounding woods with caution.
That was eye shine. I just heard
Uh-oh.
like somebody's watch.
Somebody's watch? What do you mean?
That was weird.
Oh man, look how
That was
scary
weird.
those wood looks. Where's your car?
There goes those footsteps that you hear walking behind you. Yeah. I got chicken bumps all over me. Not goosebumps, but chicken bumps.
Oh
As
God.
darkness settled in
I got
around the
the
lake,
chickens.
Daniel began hearing movement in the distance.
Not yet.
At
I
first
don't
it was subtle,
personally yet.
small sounds of leaves shifting somewhere beyond the tree line, but the sounds kept repeating. At one point, he noticed what appeared to be eye shine reflecting faintly through the woods, something visible to him in the darkness, but too distant for the camera to clearly capture.
Yeah, I
The
didn't hear
longer
it.
he listened, the more it felt like something was circling the area, rather than simply passing through it.
I've seen so many things in here.
Why are you going in then? That's crazy
So
behavior.
Big of an uneasy feeling. So many shadow bastards.
Stop it. Don't tell me that.
I've had to run out of here before.
So you've been there before, okay.
I don't want to
Look,
talk.
was those some eyes right there?
Can't
I might have
believe
been
I'm gonna
tripping.
Sleep here tonight again. It just has that feeling that you're going to turn around and something's going to be there.
Oh no, don't say that, man. Ugh.
Look at this. $1832.
As he moved deeper
That's a
into
minute
the
ago,
woods,
man.
the sense of being watched intensified, and he couldn't shake the feeling that something nearby wasn't right. Alone in the remote area, panic began to rise, and he decided to camp in his car, seeking the safety
Yeah,
offered over
I
a
bet.
tent in the open forest. But what he experienced inside the vehicle that night made him question
like his
whether
car
he
was
was truly
shaking.
safe at all.
No, 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 no. No way. What? No way. Don't tell me that. Oh, how fucking terrifying is that? Yo. Well, good thing that's a good thing this man is in his damn car. He went outside. Oh my God. This guy here, bro.
Somebody was trying to get him a Bronco.
As Daniel drifted off to sleep
Every time he does that damn transition, it scares the shit out of me. I don't like that shit, bro. Chill.
deep inside his vehicle, the stillness of the night was suddenly broken by the movements that began outside the vehicle, followed by a series of knocking sounds that echoed through the darkness. Moments later, the vehicle began to shake violently, jolting Daniel awake as someone
On another note, bro really went out there and was like,
I got this.
that shit's
something
crazy.
moving right outside attempted to open one of the doors. Heart racing, he grabbed his camera and stepped out to investigate, but the clearing was empty, no footsteps, no lights, no sign that anyone or anything had been there at all. The forest had fallen into complete, eerie silence once more. The night eventually returned to a deceptive calm, but Daniel could feel that the forest had not truly let him go. Every shadow between the
For real.
trees seemed to twitch with movement, every rustle of leaves a warning he couldn't ignore. What was that faint glimmer of eye shine he had glimpsed? Was it just wildlife, or something deliberately watching him from the dark? The knocking outside his Bronco still echoed in his memory, the violent shaking of the vehicle leaving a lingering sense of dread. Had whatever it was been following him all along, tracing his every step through the trees? and if it had been there before, what might have happened if he had chosen to camp in a tent instead, fully exposed to the night. Even now, long after leaving the lake and returning to safety, the forest continues to hold its secrets. Every shadow, every faint sound in the night raises the same unsettling questions.
Bro, I really wonder what that
was truly out there. Was it human or something else entirely?
Imagine just like being out there, man, and you just start hearing all kinds of like whispers and shit, kind of like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be terrifying as fuck, like dead ass,
and perhaps
bro.
most haunting of all, if it had been watching then, is it still watching somewhere in the darkness, waiting for the next traveler foolish enough to wander alone? Even with the camera rolling, much of what Daniel experienced that night remained unseen.
Yeah, that's
the true
crazy,
terror
man.
lies in the moments he cannot record, the sense that the wilderness itself can watch, follow, and test those who dare to enter it alone. And sometimes, the most chilling encounters are not the ones you see, they are the ones you feel, knowing that something unseen is just beyond the edge of vision, always observing. Dee's Dark Adventures is a YouTube channel created by outdoor explorer and solo night walker D, a content creator known for documenting quiet hikes through forests, parks, and isolated trails after sunset. Her videos often capture the tense atmosphere of exploring unfamiliar paths alone, where darkness, fog, and distant sounds quickly transform an ordinary walk into something far more unsettling. On August 11th, 2023, Dee set out to explore a wooded park she had visited many times before. What began as a familiar evening walk soon shifted when she discovered a narrow side trail branching off from a bike path deep inside the forest.
Oh god, like it's so eerie right where I'm at. Like I hear crickets and stuff. That was metal.
I hope she got something to hit these guys with or whatever it is. Have a strap or something, man.
I've never been on this trail before. Not familiar with it. So I'm a little weary here.
It looks like it's still a little like light out, but since she's so deep in like this thick ass like trail, it looks dark. You know, look at the sky.
I heard a whistle. I just heard a whistle.
No, don't, please. Why? Why would you do that? Oh my god, these people, man. Uh-oh.
You can't see anything.
As the evening progressed, the atmosphere along the trail began to change. The fog thickened between the trees, muffling the distance and distorting the shapes of branches and shadows. Then, from within the tree line,
at least she's kind of rambling it though. She's just like up in there like
First,
nothing.
a small whistle somewhere in the forest,
right now,
followed by the distinct snap of sticks underfoot. Determined to see what lay beyond the tree line, she continued deeper into the woods, unaware that the night ahead was only going to grow more unsettling.
Who's out here with me?
Oh my god.
Another thing, you all can see the spider webs, right? But right about that height, which is about another foot above me, so 6'6", it's gone. I haven't ran into any webs. Oh, now that I said that, here's one.
Does she got like a radio on her?
Donkey. But I haven't really ran into any. Look. See, man, I'm done with it. No.
Oh.
Stop a minute.
It's kind of hard to like hear the sticks breaking because she got like some kind of radio on her or something, or like a spirit box, or I don't know what she has.
I heard something walking behind me there, and now it's on my left side. It was on my right.
Man, those no, stop it. Oh my god. Run.
As Dee continued along the narrow trail, the tension in the forest began to build. The The faint snapping of twigs echoed somewhere behind her, followed by a sudden, distant shout that cut through the trees before fading back into silence. The source remained impossible to pinpoint, leaving the surrounding darkness feeling even more uncertain. The sound did not seem human, nor did it resemble any animal growl. It simply did not belong to the wilderness, and standing alone at the center of it, Dee suddenly broke into a run, her heart pounding as she fled through the darkness for safety. Although Dee fled the woods that night, the questions surrounding the encounter never truly left her. Whatever had been moving through the trees remained hidden in the darkness, leaving behind only...
That's why you gotta have that thing on you. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
Sounds in a trail that suddenly felt far less familiar than it had at the start. Who or what had been following Dee along the narrow trail that evening?
Y'all don't laugh at how my gun sounds, man. Y'all don't laugh at that thing.
The snapping twigs, the distant whistle, and the sudden shout that echoed through the forest suggested movement nearby. Yet each time she turned toward the sound, the woods revealed nothing. If something had been there, how long had it been watching her from the tree line before making its presence known? And what truly caused the chilling noise that cut through the woods?
Yeah, that's terrifying,
was
man.
Was it a person somewhere deeper in the forest, hidden beyond the...
It could have been somebody messing with her, but...
reach of her flashlight?
I don't know.
Or could it have been something else entirely? For Dee, the encounter ended the moment she reached safety beyond the trees. The forest slowly returned to silence, as though nothing had disturbed it at all. But the echoes of that night, the footsteps, the whistle, and the distant shout remained behind in the fog-covered trail. Shadow Hollow is a YouTube channel created by wilderness documentarian Ethan Cole, a solo explorer who records expeditions into remote forests tied to regional legends and unexplained sightings. On February 22, 2026, Ethan traveled into the remote Okanagan Valley in Canada, an area where locals have long shared stories about a creature known as the Wendigo, a figure from northern folklore said to inhabit deep forests and prey on animals and humans alike. While Ethan approached the investigation with skepticism, the valley itself carried a reputation.
Oh, look how dark it's
early
getting.
Spring had begun to settle in after winter, leaving the landscape cold, damp, and quiet, Ethan still entered the valley alone to document the terrain and investigate the strange sounds locals had reported.
It's a little while after winter, so it's still cold, but not nearly as cold.
Bro, these woods are just ugly. Like, dreadful even.
I personally am not a believer, but apparently there's some pretty creepy sounds heard in these woods, but I wouldn't know. It is dead silent out here.
Yeah, that's...
Dead.
You hear a couple birds.
Silent.
But not too much.
Can't hear anything besides my breathing. Alright. There's a lot of vines out here.
Hey, y'all gotta do this with me, man. Y'all gotta like really dial into the woods and see if we can see anything.
I mean a lot of vines. Crazy amount of vines.
As Ethan descended into the valley, the world around him grew eerily still. The forest was unusually quiet. No wind moving the branches, no rustle of animals in the undergrowth.
I'm not ready.
For a moment, he wondered if the locals' whispered warnings were nothing more than superstition. But just as the thought crossed his mind, the atmosphere shifted from silent calm to something undeniably unsettling.
Nothing yet, though. Nothing yet. Okay, what was that? Okay. That is the third or fourth time something has crashed behind me.
It's throwing stuff at you.
I'm gonna keep a bit of an eye out now. It's one thing if you hear something like a noise behind you in the woods, but 4 times.
Oh, I hope I don't see
Sketchy.
nothing. Come on. We got this, y'all.
I don't know.
While navigating a steep section of terrain, he began hearing intermittent crashes and a sharp whistle somewhere behind him. At first, the sounds resembled branches snapping or debris shifting on the forest floor, and in isolated wilderness areas, such noises are common, but the pattern kept repeating. Something in the woods behind him was moving, perhaps even watching, but whatever it was never revealed itself among the trees. Still, he continued forward, unaware that every step was drawing him deeper into something he could neither see nor understand.
Oh, no, 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 no. There's somebody right there.
Hello?
No.
What the fuck? What was that? I should not go that way.
No, definitely not, bro.
Oh no, what the... Horrifying.
Bro, that had to be like an actual human. But the way he just ducked and tried to run away is crazy. It's so dark out there.
Weird stuff all around me right now.
With darkness approaching rapidly, Ethan attempted to retrace his path using a fallen tree he had passed earlier as a reference point. As he moved through the forest,
I would have
he
forgotten
began
about that
noticing
tree already.
shapes and movement in the distance, and moments later, a tall, pale, human-like figure emerged
I don't know about pale, but there is somebody right there just chilling.
briefly before vanishing into the shadows between the
no.
trees. The sight immediately changed his decision about which direction to travel. Instead of continuing forward, he turned and moved away from the area entirely. But the route he
right
thought
there by
would
the
take him
tree.
to safety
Did y'all
instead
see
led
that?
him deeper away from the area
Right there.
entirely. But the route he thought would take him to safety instead led him deeper into the darker side of the forest.
What is this?
So he went darker. I mean, darker. He went in deeper to get away from the guy or whatever that was.
Looks like a
Looked like a guy to me.
sign or something. What the?
Oh my god! No, 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 no! No! Run, 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 run! Oh! Oh my god, no! It's literally right behind you. Oh my god. What the fuck? It's right there, bro. Oh my god, run! That can't be real. Oh my god! Fucking go, go, go!
For a moment,
Oh
it seemed
my
he had
God.
escaped whatever had been stalking
Woo! I don't like this at all, bro. I don't like this.
him through the valley. But then he saw an unnervingly pale
Oh
figure
my
pressed against the
God.
old marker with its gaze fixed on him. A cold shiver ran down his spine.
What is
and
that?
Before he could think twice, Ethan ran
It looks.
blind.
Holy shit.
A cold shiver ran down his spine, and before he could think twice, Ethan ran.
Look at that thing. Hell. That thing is taller than him, man.
And blindly through the
Whoa.
trees with the forest itself seeming
That
to
scared me,
close in
man. I got
around
the
him.
goosebumps
The
and
quiet
everything.
forest, the damp cold of early spring, and
Woo.
the familiar sounds of wildlife all seemed normal at first, but subtle shifts in the air, the sudden rustling behind him,
Yeah,
and the
that ain't
fleeting
for me.
glimpses of something pale and humanoid.
I
made
see
it
the ears now. Y'all see that?
the sudden
on the
rustling
first
behind
shadow?
him, and the fleeting glimpses of something
They're right there. I didn't see those at first. I thought he just had a hood on or something.
pale and humanoid made it clear that this was no ordinary investigation. Even miles
I'm
from
so- it's
civilization,
hot now,
the
you know,
isolation
like,
of the valley amplified
I
every
don't like
sound,
that.
every shadow, and every step he took.
I don't like that at all.
A snapping branch, a whistle sound piercing through the wind, or the faint movement between the trees became impossible to ignore. What started as a simple documentation of terrain and local legend transformed into a tense encounter with something Ethan could neither see fully nor understand. And then there were the figures. The first one appeared only briefly, pale and human-like, vanishing as quickly as it had emerged. Later, pressed against the old marker, another, or perhaps the same one, revealed itself.
I don't
unnerving
like
in a
that,
way
bro.
that no
My
camera
hands
or
are
recording
cramping and
device could
shit.
explain what
Woo.
that truly was. What was that first figure? Was it human or something else entirely? And the figure behind the sign, was it the same entity, simply shifting its form? Or had Ethan stumbled upon something far stranger than anyone had ever reported?
Bro, that thing was keeping up with him like nothing.
The forest eventually quieted, returning to its normal stillness, but the questions remained. Each unexplained movement, each shadow between the trees, left a lingering unease that no footage could fully convey. Ethan left the valley with more than just recordings. He left with the unsettling knowledge that some corners of the wilderness are alive in ways we may never understand.
Nope.
And sometimes the most frightening encounters are not the ones you see clearly. They are the ones
I'm surprised that man is not dead.
Is out there, just beyond the edge of vision, waiting. This case comes from Victoria Rose,
I didn't like that
a
at
YouTube
all, man.
channel created by solo van life traveler Victoria, who documents her life living full-time out of a converted Jeep while traveling across remote parts of the United States. Her videos often capture the realities of off-grid living, navigating unfamiliar roads, finding free campsites, and adapting to unpredictable situations while traveling alone. On August 13th, 2023, Victoria set out to spend the night in Chautauqua National Forest in New York, hoping to find a remote dispersed campsite where she could park her Jeep and sleep for the night. The region was very different from the wide-open public lands. Forests were denser, campsites were more limited, and the sense of isolation carried a different kind of uncertainty. Although she had never attempted dispersed camping in this part of the country before, Victoria decided to try anyway, driving into the forest alone with the expectation that the night would simply become another quiet stop along her journey.
So we made it. I wasn't sure. I haven't, like I said, I've never tried to find free camping around these parts, and it is a little different than it is in the West. In the West, there's so much land where you can find very remote places. Like there's like park rangers and stuff everywhere, and I don't know, just smaller areas. So I feel like a little bit less free, but it's camping. The bugs. I forgot about that. I already got bit by one, and I usually don't. Fortunately, I think I have some bug spray, so let's check. This is a really nice area, but it's Chautauqua National Forest in New York. So I want to give one really good recommendation for you guys for footwear. These are water shoes, kind of like barefoot shoes. And I didn't want to get ones that look like barefoot shoes because barefoot shoes are ugly. They're wide and you can't walk in water with them and stuff, but they're very versatile. They just feel so much more natural, but you're still protected from the ground. So highly recommend. I got them on Amazon for like $30.
After navigating deeper into the national forest, Victoria...
Bro, I wonder, where the hell do you get your shit delivered to if you're traveling? Would you like probably one of those pickup spots, huh? If you're there for like the week or the day or whatnot.
Eventually located a campsite tucked among the trees. The forest surrounding the site was calm, broken only by the sound of birds and wind moving through the brush. For someone living on the road, finding a place like this usually meant the night ahead would be simple. Prepare a meal, settle into the Jeep, and wait for morning. At first, everything seemed routine. Victoria set up her sleeping area inside the vehicle, opened the windows to allow air to circulate, and prepared a small meal while the evening slowly faded into darkness. Hours later, long after the area had fallen silent, the quiet night was suddenly interrupted by people she had never met before.
Uh-oh. Is she stepping out?
You guys gonna kick me out of this spot?
Oh my god, they're not even talking to her.
Huh? Are you guys gonna move your truck so I can at least leave?
Wow.
You gonna move your truck so I can leave? Huh? Well, it's kind of weird that I was. Well, I am. Well, now I have to like leave because there's no way I can sleep like this. Can you at least ask, like, or say excuse me or something? Like, I was camped here.
I understand. We told you we didn't know there was anybody in there.
Right, but can you like say like yeah, but it's just common courtesy to say sorry. I didn't realize. Is it okay if we camp here? But it's like this is the spot that I got. It's just strange. It's rude.
Sometime around 2 o'clock in the morning, headlights appeared on the narrow forest road leading
That's fucking
directly into
terrifying.
the campsite. A truck pulled into the clearing and stopped only a short distance from Victoria's Jeep. Moments later, several people stepped out and began setting up in the same area, despite the fact that Victoria had clearly been camped there first. The group insisted they hadn't realized anyone was there, even though Victoria's Jeep was parked clearly in the open clearing. What unsettled her most was not simply the arrival of strangers in the middle of the night, but the dismissive way the situation unfolded afterward.
I don't really know where to go or what to do.
People could be assholes, bro. I heard New York's they're pretty mean anyways, or like just, you know, New York or whatever, wherever you're at, everybody has their type of assholes. That sucks though that she got like, I mean, I would have took off too. I'm not gonna cap.
It's like 2 a.m. This is so strange. I've never had this happen out in the West. There's going to be some lines, but I hate driving at night, like especially when I'm this tired because it's like nearly 3 a.m. It was a weird situation. I didn't know what to do. Like, what do you do? Infiltrating. It's so loud too. So I was going to drive to a rest stop. I didn't want to make a big deal because there was kids. It's so rude. Like, they're so rude, and they're just like not looking at me, acting like I wasn't even there, and I was standing there, like, hey, can you at least say excuse me, or can you say sorry, or can you at least ask me for the campsite, even though like that's rude in itself. Like, it's 2 a.m. The camping culture in the West versus the East is so much different.
Even though the campsite had been quiet for hours, the unexpected arrival of a group of strangers changed the entire atmosphere. The clearing that had once felt calm now felt crowded and tense.
Yeah, that sucks.
With no easy way to reclaim the site and no guarantee the situation wouldn't escalate, she chose the safer option. Victoria packed up and left the forest entirely. What Victoria expected to be a quiet night in the forest turned into a situation
least it wasn't
that
nothing
many solo
actually
travelers
creepy. It
quietly
was just,
worry
I mean,
about, but rarely experience.
People could be just, if not more dangerous than anything else. But damn, y'all heard that court? They tripping out there. But like I said, people could definitely be more dangerous than anything paranormal. You know what I'm saying?
The campsite seemed just another stop along the road in a quiet national forest, but isolation quickly changed. A single set of headlights appearing on a narrow road in the middle of the night shifted the entire atmosphere in seconds. For someone traveling alone, the presence of strangers in such a remote place introduces a level of uncertainty that it's difficult to ignore.
Most
The
definitely.
group claimed they hadn't noticed the Jeep parked in the clearing, yet the vehicle had
They're capping. Because that's a wide ass Jeep.
been there the entire evening. Was it truly an honest mistake? Or had they seen the campsite earlier and simply chosen to arrive anyway? What might have happened if Victoria had chosen to stay? Alone in a remote clearing, surrounded by strangers who arrived unexpectedly in the middle of the night, the situation could have unfolded very differently. Perhaps the group would have simply settled in and the night would have passed without incident. Or perhaps the tension of sharing such an isolated space with people she didn't know would have only grown as the hours went on. In remote forests like this, where help can be miles away and cell service is often unreliable, small decisions carry far more weight. Leaving the campsite may have ended the encounter quickly, but staying might have meant facing a situation that could have become far more unpredictable as the night continued. For Victoria, the night ended not with rest in the forest, but with a late-night drive through unfamiliar roads in search of somewhere safer to stop. The experience served as a reminder that van life, while freeing, also carries moments of unpredictability that travelers must navigate alone. By morning, the forest had likely returned to the same quiet stillness it held before the truck arrived. But for Victoria, the encounter had already changed the course of the night, turning what was meant to be a peaceful stop in the woods into an unexpected reminder that even remote places are rarely as empty as they seem. Novice Wild Camper is a YouTube channel created by outdoor adventurer Simon Bloke, a solo bushcraft and wild camping enthusiast known for documenting overnight stays in forests, remote woodlands, and quiet countryside locations across the United Kingdom. His videos often capture the unpredictable side of camping alone, where isolation, darkness, and unfamiliar sounds can quickly turn a peaceful campsite into something far more unsettling. On February 26, 2023, Simon traveled to a dense woodland area near Bournemouth, England, searching for a place to set up camp after finishing work late in the day. With daylight fading quickly, he began scanning the forest for a discreet location away from walking paths where he could quietly pitch his hammock for the night.
Let's get it.
So I've seen loads of people dog walking, and I try and shy away from popular areas just because there will always be some dog that runs off the main path and sniffs you out. Well, the light's running out, so I need to find somewhere to get pitched up. And a bit stealthily as well. Well, I've managed to find a spot. It's a lovely spot, and it's away from the path, so hopefully I won't get anyone meandering up this way.
What is that noise? Like
in the evening. The problem is,
oh god, okay.
You can see a lorry there. It is that close to the main road, so it's not going to be quiet. But saying that, I don't mind a bit of background noise, and it will probably quieten down later on just because it'll be night time.
Although the woodland itself was beautiful, it was also surrounded by nearby roads and frequently visited by hikers and dog walkers. Camping in a place like this meant balancing two things at once: remaining hidden from passing people while still staying deep enough in the trees to avoid being easily spotted.
Okay.
Despite the odds, Simon quickly set up his hammock and tarp system, creating a small shelter for cooking beneath the trees. But as the night grew deeper, the calm atmosphere began to shift.
I don't know if you can hear me, I'm using my phone at the moment. I've been up. It's about 11:30 now. And it's not easy getting in and out of this hammock, but I keep hearing someone walking behind me. Really close. It's bipedal, whatever it is. You can hear crunch, crunch, crunch. It's not like a four-legged animal. But I've got out twice and put my torch on, and there's just nothing there, and it's been really, really close.
Oh, there it goes. Oh my god, no.
I can hear you.
It's a lot too, it's not just a little bit.
I've just gone out again, put my torch on. There is nothing there. It just keeps happening. I don't know what the hell, what is going on. Gonna be in for a good night's sleep tonight.
By late evening, the temperature had dropped and the woodland had fallen silent. With the forest dark and the paths empty, Simon climbed into his hammock to rest. But close to 11:30 p.m., slow, deliberate footsteps crunching the leaves under what sounded like 2 feet, walking nearby directly behind the hammock, woke him. Simon immediately climbed out to investigate, shining his torch into the surrounding trees, but the woods offered no answer. Yet moments after returning to the hammock, the footsteps returned, echoing just a few feet away. But Simon stayed inside, tense and silent, until morning finally arrived.
Good morning. See, last night was a little bit...
Bro, he's not even like really fully covered, so like, you would think he'd be able to see
weird,
him, you
to
know?
say the least. It was just so odd. There was literally just someone walking, or it sounded like someone walking around the back of the hammock, really close. And yeah, each time I checked, I took a bit of a video, but it wasn't the greatest video because of the mist. But yeah, there was just nothing there. I couldn't see any footprints, just weird noises right next to me, sort of behind my head. Anyway, yeah, it happened once more after I turned the camera off, and I just ignored it.
In the misty morning, he sat quietly, enjoying his breakfast while reflecting on the unsettling events of the previous night. What he had heard sounded unmistakably like footsteps, someone walking just behind him. Yet when he had gone to investigate, there was nothing. No tracks, no sign of anyone, no explanation for the sounds that had so clearly brushed past him in the darkness. The forest had returned to its quiet, yet the events of the night left questions that could not be answered. What had made those footsteps? Even in the safety of daylight, the isolation of the woodland made every sound, every rustle, feel magnified. The faint crunch of leaves, the whisper of wind through the trees, each reminded Simon that he had been far from alone, even if nothing could be seen. What had approached so deliberately in the darkness, and why had it chosen to retreat just as quickly, remains unanswered. When the night was finally over, Simon was left with more questions than answers. The footsteps that echoed through the darkness never revealed their source. What remained instead was a quiet reminder of how quickly the wilderness can change once night falls. As darkness settles and visibility fades between the trees, ordinary sounds begin to carry farther, and the forest takes on a different character. In those moments, the line between what is ordinary and what feels unsettling can become unexpectedly thin.
Well, my savages, there you have it, man. That's gonna be that new channel, Scare Surge. As always, man, y'all know how we do it, man. Video in description down below, as always. 5 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. I did not like that one where that Wendigo was the one following that guy through the woods. That's, oh my god, I can't. I don't know how people do it. It's beyond terrifying. And I hope I would never run into anything like that. But have you guys ever ran into anything like that, or heard anything like that, or maybe just seen something? I want to know. I really truly want to know what your encounters might have been, if y'all have ever like been through that yourselves. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for sliding by, my savages. That was actually a really good video. If you guys like that video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so y'all get notified when I drop something hot or not. Y'all know how we do it, baby. Y'all know how we do. Appreciate y'all for sliding by, my savages. I hope y'all have a good week. I'ma holla at y'all, man. Have a good weekend. Also, or weekday, if you're watching this throughout the week. Keep your eyes peeled out there, my savages. Keep them peeled, cause you'll never know what's watching. All right, my savages. I'ma holla at y'all, man. It's your boy Drip. Let's get it, baby.